What up, folks, and welcome back to week 32 of becoming a YouTube GOAT, or I should say the road to becoming a YouTube GOAT. Anyway, this week I haven't really done too much since I kind of got sick and I was away for like 3 days as well. But good news is that the gold video I'm currently working on, which should be the next upload, is almost done. I just finished recording the last part today, and I noticed that it's not gonna be really too much to edit, which is nice. But I'm gonna be able to drop that, see how that does. I do have high hopes for this, but to be honest, I say I always have high hopes for every single video I post, which is something, you know, that I should have. You know, I shouldn't always go with a negative mindset thinking it's gonna do ass. I should just, you know, go on a positive mindset, basically, like I've been saying. But since there's not really too much to talk about in terms of editing today, I kind of want to talk about different avenues in my life, since it kind of still affects my YouTube journey and whatnot, and just the importance of like health, bro. Like just being like healthy and avoiding getting sick and stuff. And I feel like I got sick because it's like, oh yeah, this is like last week. It was last week, Friday or Saturday or something. And like I just went out to like buy like a lemon cake or something, like a sweet. And I ate it, and it was a bit late, and I felt like I got sick because of that, because the day after I woke up feeling like, you know, like I was on the way to be ill. And it might not even be that, it might be something completely unrelated, but I remember this one time I bought ice cream as well. Like it's been these like high sugar, like unhealthy things that I buy, and the next day I get sick. And I feel like it's a pattern. Even though it happened twice, you know, if it happens 3 times, it might really be like, what's the, like some sugar issue or whatever. But whatever, like I'm saying is, staying healthy is really important, because it really slows you down if you get sick and all this shit. Whether it's be with fitness, your grind, your 9 to 5, well, might as well be your grind as well. But you know what I'm saying? Anything, it just slows you down and just makes you feel so weak and unproductive. And I hate like struggling to go to sleep, like breathing through like one nose and nose hole, and I can't breathe through the other, or breathing in my mouth. Like I hate that shit. Or you just wake up with a sore throat. Really take care of your health, because at the end of the day, I'm like maximizing my sort of lifestyle around YouTube still. Like the stuff I'm still eating is like to prevent brain fog, which will obviously help me edit for longer if I don't have it. It's really important things, you know. And of course I have to experiment a lot with my own body and see what I can eat and what I cannot eat, depending on, well, to see what I can eat and what happens if I eat this, and it might cause more brain fog, stuff like that. I don't know what's hard to fucking articulate, but basically just maximizing my diet in order to produce the best results for my grind, and as well gym as for my gym projects as well. And it's really just good to go to the gym as well, since I have like a mild version of scoliosis. Well, I have scoliosis, but it's like mild degree of it. Like it's nothing life-threatening. I don't need to do surgery or anything, but it really made me think like it's actually good that I'm training, because I probably could have been more cooked, like not just appearance wise, but just the way I feel. And it's my back. I feel like I've helped stabilize it a bit more, you know. And I don't know when I actually got it. I noticed it very late, which sucked, but it is what it is, you know. But on this journey, it's really just good to remember that health, you know, your health is really important, because if you have trash health and you have all success, like you can't really do shit. Like let's say you get $1 million per month, but you're bedridden, bro. Like it's fucked. Like I'd rather earn like 10,000 per month and feel like I'm on top of the world, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm fully like well and everything and all that. And it also kind of brings me into my next point, which has been something I've been adopting more recently. It's just being content with like life. Like I know it's got really deep, but it's like on this journey, this YouTube journey, I've seen a lot of people succeed, you know, whether it be some big names nowadays like Playboy Max, just on top of my head, because I remember I used to watch him when it was like small, you know. I'm not gonna say really small, but he was like small. He'd have like a couple thousand subscribers on YouTube, and he was getting good amount of views. But like now, you know, he's one of the top streamers, and I really see in his journey, you know, while I was doing my own, and he has just crazy growth, you know. And I've seen other people around my circle too that I know in person do better than me in different areas which I would want to excel, and one of the main ones being YouTube. You know, I've been doing this for a very long time, and of course I've been going through a lot of different changes and whatnot, but it really hurts to see that I can just be outperformed by so many in a short amount of time. Sorry, compared to how long I've been doing this, you know. And comparison is a thief of joy. I already know this shit, but it's just really something I've been thinking about. Like, damn, like, no matter how hard I work or how hard I do this or that, like, there's always gonna be someone out there doing the exact same thing as me, or even like, I'm not gonna say a worse degree, but in like a lazier way. Like, they don't really put in that effort, but still outperforms me anyway, you know. And it kind of ties into me being sort of fed up with not really being where I want to be with the channel at the moment, and just other personal stuff, you know. Like, I always have to talk about family members when it comes to this stuff. Like, I don't want to talk about my YouTube channel when something bad happens or I'm getting low amount of views. I only want to talk about it when something good happens, since, you know, it's like, okay, he's going somewhere with this, like, he's not just wasting his time. But even then, like, even if stuff just goes bad and I say to them, like, I'm still gonna continue, but I'd rather just not do it, you know. Like, I always see no point in doing it. It's a bit hard to explain. I don't know if there's some form of insecurity. I just don't like talking about YouTube when it's been going ass. And I'm not gonna say it's been going ass the past few videos, since that it has been improvements, but I'm not satisfied. And that's where I'm sort of getting to this content thing. Sorry that I took like 30 fucking minutes to explain a story, but just being content where I am, bro. And of course I had to, well, I've been trying to adopt this mindset for like a while now, but it really just hit me like more recently. Like, I'm just gonna have to like accept like the situation, bro. Even if my latest video has like 300 views, even if I'm not at the point where I want to be at the moment, even if I'm gonna have to start like this job in a couple of weeks and I'm gonna only be able to like edit 1 hour per day and live off weekends to make the most out of my channel, I'm just gonna have to be content, bro. Like, it's just the reality. Like, I'm not gonna say sad reality, because that already puts like a negative and sort of depressive lens on my situation, which wouldn't benefit me at all. But I just have to look at it like, okay, this is just life at this point, because I don't know when I'm gonna quote unquote succeed, you know, when I'm actually gonna be able to live off of this. I don't know. All I know is that I'm gonna have to keep on improving and making better videos, and I know that's very straightforward and be like, well, of course there's more things to that, but it's just, I just have to keep on doing what I'm doing, because people tell me the videos are good. Like, I don't think they're bad. Like, a lot of people are fascinated by the way I make them, and it really makes me happy too. And also, I guess sort of strengthens my confidence in becoming a GOAT. You know, really seeing that people actually fuck with what I'm producing, and they're actually enjoying to see something different that's being created in the Pokemon space, I guess, specifically, since I upload a lot of Pokemon videos. But just being content, bro, because I really just hate the fact that a lot of the big plans I had last year just failed, and I'm not really where I want to be at, and I'm also just comparing myself a lot more recently, and it's just all been annoying me, bro. Like, it really has been. And a lot of like other personal stuff that's been going on in my life that's just really been like making me a bit sad or annoyed, like a lot of things. So I'm just gonna have to be content with RAM, bro. Like, literally, like, there's no other, like, well, there are other options, but it's just down a depressive route. Would I rather be content with where I am or get like depressed, bro? Like, that's pretty much, that's the options. Like, I don't want to be depressed, so I'm just gonna have to accept the situation and just do what I do. Which also reminds me of something I thought about earlier, is that I'm not complacent. I'm just being content with this situation, accepting where I'm at while I'm still striving to live a better life and, you know, succeed with my grind and whatnot. I'm not getting complacent where I am, is giving up everything, because oh my god, bro, like, that would be depressive as fuck. But no, a big difference between complacent and content that I learned like last or this week a little bit, and I guess a bit of last week that we can speak, but really the difference between those two words and really understanding, just like, yeah, like, I'm just gonna have to accept where things are right now. I feel like I'm rambling and going back and forth, so I'm probably gonna end the video right now, but just something to think of, because I'm not the only one that's like, I'm not the only one that thinks like this, you know, or has been in this situation to where they just had to be content where they are, because quite frankly, I could be in worse places. I could be in some like war right now. I could have been at a place where I can't even like sit down and record this video in peace. Like this, I'm literally living in peace right now. Like outside, just wind blowing on the trees. There's probably some random person walking out with their dog right now. Like someone's probably going to the first date or some shit. Like I don't know. Like I'm in peace. Like my situation could have been way worse. I'm just gonna make use of what I have. Okay. I may not be satisfied, and I may still be annoyed at life, which I have the right to be. But in my opinion, like with my values and my goals, I don't have the right to be depressed, if that makes sense. When it comes to my current situation, you know what I'm saying? Like with my whole YouTube grind and all this, I can be sad and all this, but I can't just like be depressed and just give up, you know? A bit of a different, I guess, video, since it didn't really have to do a lot with editing, but it still is a part of this journey. Like, I just have to accept how things are, which is also a good thing, but also a bit sad. Like I said, I don't know when I will succeed. I don't want to say when I will succeed. I don't know when it will be my full-time job, because I'm not going to say I'm unsuccessful. I don't know what's going to be my full-time job and I live off this. I don't know. But I'm just have to keep on going. That's pretty much it. But hope you guys have had a fantastic week and that the next one is good. Talk to you guys later.